함께 상위권 경쟁을 하며 무서운 기세를 보여주고 있는 아스톤빌라전을 앞두고 있는 토트넘입니다. 그에 앞서 공개된 한 인터뷰 내용 간략하게 추격해봤고 이어서 팬들 반응까지 소개드립니다. 진행자가 먼저 감독에 대해 물었고 이에 대한 손흥민 선수의 답입니다.
That's crazy actually the way he speaks and before the game or even the day before the he taking the charge and the meetings and all the speech the way he talks is just like fantastic as a human being as a coach. It is nothing amazing, you know, like I'm 31 years old. I think like I learned many things before and then as a human being I feel like yeah I have enough, but since when he arrives I still feel like wow, I'm still a child. I feel like he's just part of my family, you know, the way he speaks, you know, which is just everybody feel the same, you know, when he took the meetings and everyone just have to agree, you know, because he's not wrong, you know, he's been always right, you know, and he never lied. He tell always the truth, and it is just fantastic feeling and very emotional.
One of his earliest decisions was to select a new team captain and band. What qualities do you think or do you hope he saw in you, and what kind of a captain are you trying to be?
To be honest, he never told me before. He never told me before at all. So I think probably you knew the story. We had a meeting in the morning that day, and then everybody certainly he just announced, yeah, we will announce the new captain. It's Sonny, and then I just have to give a speech, and then I was most of the nervous time I ever had, and it was all the play. I think he saw me from 2015 as a player, as a human being, and he saw me in a very, very good positive way, which is I'm very grateful. And as a captain, I don't want to be special, you know. I'm not the guy I want to look fancy or I want to look special. I want to wear the armbands. I want to be a good example because we have such a young group of the players and young group of age. And as a young player, you always follow the captain of your teams, you know. If you have good image of the clubs, the player will follow in a good way, you know, which is very important to me.
Can you talk about what it's like to play alongside James Maddison? What goes through your mind as you two attack with Vulcan?
After Christian Eriksen left the club, we didn't have a kind of player who can make a final decision, final passes, and yeah, H did a couple of years in a row. But soon as when Maddison comes, you could see the Spurs needed a player like him, and obviously he's settling really well. He works really hard to be a big part of this club, and he's just shining boy, you know. He's just star boy. Then I was a big fan when he was still at Leicester, and I still remember that after Leicester game I went to him. He said, what a player, you're a fantastic player, and he really appreciated it, you know, which is I'm type of guy when I see someone that I like him and I just have to say it, you know, like something, you know. Maddis was that type of a player.
Recently a post-match interview went viral because just how respectfully you put down a microphone. Can you explain mentally, Sonny, how you switch from your humble quiet self to the elite, fierce, ruthless competitor that leads?
Yes, still, to be honest, I don't know what was that. I mean, with the microphone, I was just what I used to do at home, what I used to do at school, what I used to do in the training ground. So I was ashamed when I get so much attention about this. And yeah, obviously on the pitch, and it just changes, you know. You don't lose the game or don't lose the challenge. Human being footballers are obviously similar, so it is on the pitch you just kind of switch on just like that, you know. You just don't want to lose. If you see the opponent eye, can't just be naive, you know. So just switch on and then go on, boost on, and then try to win as many games as possible.
One of the most enjoyable side effects is hearing the South Korean commentators for each goal. They always go viral. And I don't speak Korean, but even I can hear the joy, the pride, the ecstasy which each of your goals brings for your home nation. I don't know if you ever find yourself listening to them after the game, but can you put into words just how much bigger the Premier League's become in Korea because of you? With those
Oh, not definitely of me. I mean, I'm sure they're not definitely me. Obviously, Premier League is one of the biggest league in the world. So I'm very pleased that everyone is happy for me when I score, when I make a good game. Obviously, yes, and then I take that big responsibility to make them happy, yeah, because it's a joy for me to see them smile, to see the Korean flag everywhere in the stadium, outside the pitch, and also in the commentator where going a little bit crazy.
Goals What's really the target for Spurs for the rest of the season? Can this team win the league?
I think you still haven't seen our best, I would say. So I'm pretty sure that players are working really hard together to get the best. We don't want to be best, and we want to be special, which is very important. Obviously, to be as special, you have to work. I don't like to talking about past and the future. So I'm always stay in the present and stay humble, because there is so many better teams in the Premier League. So we have to work harder than them.
마지막에 최고가 아니라 스페셜해지려는 거다. 과거나 미래가 아니라 현재에 집중하는 거다. 고 얘기할 때 진행자가 찐으로 감동받은 게 느껴집니다. 이에 대한 현지 팬들 반응까지 소개드립니다.
그를 주장으로 임명한 건 너무 잘한 일이야. 그가 우승 행사 후에 정중하게 트로피를 놓는 모습이 보고 싶다.
토트넘의 주장으로 임명된 후에 팀 동료들 앞에서 연설을 해야 했던 순간이 인생에서 가장 긴장된 순간이었다는 그의 말을 들으니 정말 감동적이었어. 이 클럽이 그에게 얼마나 큰 의미인지를 느낄 수 있어.
나의 캡틴. 사람들은 손흥민이 떠나거나 은퇴하더라도 그에 대한 고마움을 잊지 못할 거야. 우린 함께 할 수 있는 지금 순간들을 감사해야 해.
엄청난 캡틴. 파이팅 토트넘.
소니가 에릭센이 떠난 후 파이널 서드에서 플레이메이킹 해주는 창의적인 선수가 없었다고 언급하는 것이 정말 흥미로웠어. 우린 팬이니까 이해할 수 있는 말이지만 소니급의 선수가 그런 말을 솔직히 하는 게 멋지네. 그래서 그는 메디슨 영입 때 정말 기뻤던 거야.
소니가 축구계 최고로 인간적인 선수란 사실은 완전 팩트.
소니를 사랑할 수밖에 없지.
소니의 말을 듣고 있으면 기분이 업되고 자부심이 들 수밖에 없어. 모든 클럽이 바라는 그런 캡틴 유형이야.
소니 때문에 토트넘 팬이 됐어. 축구를 하는 방식, 자신을 대하는 태도, 모든 것들이 너무 좋아.
소니를 사랑하지 않을 수 없지. 토트넘의 위대한 주장. 동료들과 스태프들을 칭찬하는 방식이 어메이징해. 매번 진심으로 칭찬을 해주지. 경기장 안팎에서 그저 대단한 사람이야. 그 때문에 내가 요즘 축구에 푹 빠져 산다니까.
찐 에버튼 팬이지만 그 때문에 손흥민과 토트넘을 좋아하기도 해.
그는 내가 가장 좋아하는 토트넘 선수야. 소니 더 많은 골들과 세레머니를 보여줘. 내가 이제껏 봤던 가장 좋은 사람.
겸손하고 정중하며 따뜻하기도 하지. 소니의 행동에는 품격이 있다.
훌륭한 사람이자 오늘날의 아이들에게도 훌륭한 롤모델이야. 선수 생활이 끝나더라도 토트넘에 남아서 이 위대한 클럽의 훌륭한 홍보대사로 활약해주길 바래.
그가 우리 캡틴이란 게 그저 자랑스럽다.
멋진 인터뷰였어. 소니는 모든 것과 모든 사람을 존중하지. 딱 아버지께 배운 그대로 말이야. 오늘날 젊은이들에게 부족한 그 한 가지를 가지고 있어. 바로 존중이라는 가치.
누구나 마음속에 순수한 소니 같은 마음을 갖고 인생을 살아야 해.
그는 너무 사랑스러운 나머지 프리미어리그에서 능력면으로 과소평가 받고 있어.
겸손하지만 자신감 넘치지. 그가 너무 좋아.
진정한 최고 선수. 소니, 당신은 토트넘의 심장이자 영혼이야.
훌륭한 진행이야. 게스트가 이야기를 이끌도록 하면서 끼어들지도 않았어. 훌륭한 진행자의 자질, 수고하셨고 정말 즐거웠습니다.
오늘 경기도 무척 기대됩니다. 긴 영상 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.